What's up, guys, and welcome to your Bitcoin update. Today we're going to take a look at the possible Wyckoff Distribution Phase that we could be in, suggesting we may have topped out. We're also going to take a look at a distribution phase where it suggests we could still go to 63 or 64. We're also going to be taking a look at those Elliott wave counts that I've had, which also match up with both of them. We will kind of look at the areas to watch. And we're also going to be looking at the DXY, Dow Jones, gold, and silver. So definitely stick around for the whole video. Don't forget, we have a free Discord group. There's a link below in the description. It's totally free. Check it out. It's an awesome community, and let's get into it. All right, guys, before we begin, don't forget we do a free Ledger Nano S hard wallet giveaway. We do that every Monday. All you have to do to enter to win is make sure you subscribe to the channel, scroll down, hit that thumbs up, leave your comment down below. That'll get you entered to win. All right, I'll pick a random comment from a random video throughout the week. So let's look at the distribution schematic for Wyckoff distribution. This is the number one schematic. Now, if we look at where we're at now, as you can see, the first point right here, right over here is our preliminary supply. So we've hit that here. We came up, we made this trend line across here, and this is the buying climax where everybody started selling off. And then right here at this point, that was our buying climax. And then right here is we got our bounce. Everybody started buying back here, and that's the automatic reaction. And then we came back down lower. Well, first we got up to the ST, which is right here, and that's the secondary test. Then we came down to the sign of weakness here, where everybody bought it back up. And then we got up to our UT, which is the up thrust. And then you can see the trend line on the up thrust here. We dropped back below this trend line where the buying climax was. This is what it would look like if it plays out and we go to that 63 or 64,000 to the up thrust after distribution, basically like a fake out or stop hunt, and then down from there. Next, we're going to take a look at the schematic number 2, and then we'll go into the charts, look at the Elliott wave and all my other targets and what to look for and what areas to watch for. All right, so this is the distribution schematic number 2. Now this one suggests that we've already topped out, and as you can see, right up here is our up thrust, and if we come back down somewhere around in this area down here, which would be the Elliott wave count of the ABC, and then back up one more time to the last point of supply, which would be this trend line right here, which was at the buying climax, and then we go down from there. So either way, it still matches up with the Elliott wave count. We'll go over to that now. Let's get this stuff off the screen. So this was the Elliott wave count that we had been watching. Looking for an ABC here. The C would come down to about the 51.5 range, and then go up for that one more push up for the wave 5 up to the $62,000 to $64,000 range, somewhere in that area, depending on where this bottomed out. It could be bottomed out here and we could continue up. That's still a possibility. As you guys know, we'll get into the next chart here in a minute, but otherwise this would be an ABC. And in the worst case scenario, this could be a B, or I'm sorry, this could be a, let me put the Elliott wave impulse on here. This could be 1 right here, 2, and then we're getting 3 all the way down to this area. Then we'll get a 4 back up and then come back and retest this trend line of the, and as you guys know, I've been thinking we need to come back down and test this just to make this whole formation correct, and that'd be a rising broadening wedge. And a break below this bottom trend line, guys, that's extremely bad for Bitcoin. That could be really, really bad. As you guys know, we were watching this triangle. This is a 4-hour chart, and as you can see, we're in a falling channel here on the RSI. It looks like we could come all the way back down to this range, which would be around that measured move of 46 to 47,000, which also lines up with this if it was actual wave 3 here. So definitely keep an eye on this. We did get rejection up here at our triangle that we talked about yesterday. If you have been watching the videos, this is of no surprise. Right now, we're going back below the 55 EMA, getting support on the 21 here. So there's a possibility we could come back up to this range. If we break the top of this, say around the 59,000 range, 58.7, somewhere in there. If we break the top of this, get support here, then we could be going up to that 63 to 64,000 range, possibly even higher. But as of right now, I wouldn't see it going past this 62 to 64,000 range. We do have a bigger measured move to come up and retest the top of the rising broadening wedge, which is 72,000. That's also a possibility if we pass that 59,000. But like I said, I would watch for rejection right here around the 62 to 64 if we get up there. Otherwise, if we can't get back inside this triangle right here, I believe we're going to continue down from here. As you can see, we're getting rejection on this falling channel in the RSI. But if we do close a 4 hour above this, then we most likely are going to continue up to retest this trend line here, which would get us to that $62,000 to $64,000 range. As in our funding rate, this isn't the funding rate. This is the funding rate. Here we go. We're favoring the bears just a little bit on the funding rate. If you look at the daily, we are getting rejected right now at the 8 EMA, which is around the 56,000 range. If we close below this 56,000 on the daily today, that's going to be a pretty bearish sign there. Again, if we close above that trend line, and that was right about there. So if we close above this trend line today, would be pretty damn bullish. And that's going to be around, what would it be on the daily? I don't see us getting up there today, but around 58.8, 59, somewhere in that range. But if we pop above this and close a daily above this trend line at any time, we should be going up to that 62 to 64,000. Take a look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is trying to get a little pump today. We still got that major rejection on that 100-year trend line. If we go into the monthly and look at that trend line, if we start opening and closing daily candles above that, then I do believe we could continue much higher in the Dow, but that's pretty heavy rejection right there. And as I said, that is a 100-year trend line. The last, when we first touched it back here, was 2000, yeah. It was 1929. Then we touched it again and played with it for about 6 months right here in 1999. And this is our third touch on the top. If we get a rejection there, we could be coming all the way back down to, believe it or not, $10,000 range. That would be a huge, huge crash. But with what's going on in the world today, it would not surprise me. Let's take a look at our DXY. Still bullish. Like I said, I'm bullish on this for the next year at least, maybe 2 years. This fractal seems to be playing out perfectly. We are above the 55 EMA right here. If we close this 3-day and open and close the next 3-day above that 55 EMA, our next resistance is going to be around that 94.75, which is a 200 EMA. And again, this is the 3-day chart. But these fractals are playing out beautifully. Even in the MACD, as you can see, it looks the exact same. Even in the RSI, we popped out of this falling wedge. We came back down, tested it for support. Continuing up, super bullish on the dollar still. And this is the dollar overlaid on the Bitcoin chart. As you can see, this bottom trend, let me put this into a, well, we could say it pretty good on the daily. I don't think I'm in your way here. So anyways, every time we touch bottom on this trend line for the dollar, Bitcoin is at or near its top. If we raise it up, every time the dollar tops, Bitcoin is near the bottom. Now, let's put this back down here. If we put a trend line across the top of the DXY here, if we do come up here in the next year or two, retest the top of this, that'll be a great buying opportunity for Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin will be at its low next time we touch this. And again, guys, I know a lot of people are saying still $100,000 Bitcoin, whatnot. It is a possibility. I'm not saying it's not possible, but we need to look at this in a realistic way and take a look at both directions, both possibilities, because there are no guarantees in the market. Just be aware of that. Also, this is our gold chart from back in November. We hit our first target of 1736. Like I said, my next target's 1650 still. This 1736 has turned into resistance here. If we break this 1650, 1450 would be my next target after that. And obviously, when I put this chart up in November, it played out. This takes time. This is a daily chart. Silver, still got our target of between $20 and $21 here in silver. I don't think this 200 EMA is going to hold very well here. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's about it. That's where I'm at. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. There's links down below in the description. Definitely check them out. Also, check out Prime XBT. I'll leave a tutorial right here. Great exchange. I got a lot of new stuff on there. They also added USDT and USDC, so you can use for your stable coins. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Thanks a lot, guys. Check out all the links below. There's a lot of discounts and freebies down there. So have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the CryptoSavvy logo above my head. Smash that like button and leave your comments. I'm out.